Here with the winner, Katie Ericksson, over the very tough Danielle Hines, who is always a game competitor. Both of you guys actually veteran competitors. Tell me about the match.
Danielle's a beast. Like I said on stage, if I hadn't gotten the hip toss to start, I don't know how the match would have gone. I don't know if I would have been able to maintain her pressure because I could tell she was very strong and very good and younger than me. So I was very glad to be on top the whole match because that was helpful for me.
Okay.
As a lazy jiu-jitsu player.
That's the way to be, right? When you get into the game a bit. So, honestly, this was my favorite match of the night as far as looking forward to it, looking ahead of it, because you guys have such a similar game.
Yes.
You're both very technical. You're both very athletic. And truly, like talking to some people before the match, it was, hey, who's going to get top position?
Yes.
That's going to determine the match. Is that kind of how you feel?
Yes, and I have been trying to work leg stuff, so I was like, if I get on bottom, I'd love to try leg stuff. I'm glad it didn't go there. But it would be, I hope I can play better bottom. I just don't like to.
Fair. So, you don't know this, but you and I briefly met once before in 2018 at Northwest Submission here in Boise, Idaho.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and you were crushing it. So, what I'd like to know is, how are you different from the person that competed in 2018 to today? Because it seems, to me at least, lifetimes ago, right?
Yes. Jiu-jitsu is like life, and I said this last time I was here. You can't give up. You don't know how things are going to go all the time, and you just keep working at it. You make mistakes, you fix those mistakes. You hurt somebody, you apologize. It's just like life. So I don't know. I feel like I've been blessed at my age to be able to keep competing without any major injuries too. So I attribute that to God's grace. And then just having the support of a family too, my kids and my husband. My husband's the one that got me into jiu-jitsu, so I'm really grateful for that type of stuff. From 2018 to now, it's like, 2 years ago, right? No, wait.
No, 18 was like a while.
No, I wasn't here in 18. Wait, 18?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Totally. Yeah, it was Northwest Submission Challenge at, I want to say it was like Capital High School or one of the high schools or something like that back in the day.
Oh, yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about. Yes. I was a white belt.
I looked it up.
I was a white belt.
I don't remember.
I was with my friends who we all have still trained together. Lauren and Jen. Jen's now our coach. She's 4'11", Zuby JJ. And Lauren went into MMA fighting, went pro, did really well. Now she's kind of injured, but she still trains. And we're all brown belts. And we train at the gym together. And we all did great in that tournament. We all won. So it was really...
Yeah, that's why I remember it.
Yes.
So like, okay.
Yeah.
And the reason I kind of do, I ran into them at ADCC in Vegas briefly,
Yes.
like a few years ago. So,
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Jen's you can't miss her because she's so short.
I wouldn't guess. So, changing gears.
Yeah.
Brad Bentley was your coach for this match. How did that happen? And were his crazy orange Crocs distracting in any way?
If I could change anything about the match, it'd be his orange Crocs. No, I'm kidding. Brad Bentley is the nicest human being you will ever meet. His former student, Evan Stewart, was a former teammate of mine. And so he said, yeah, Brad's the best. See if he'll coach you. He gave up his whole weekend. He as soon as I came into town, he's like, let's get you moving a little bit. Gave me some tips right away. Told me how he's gonna, how to interpret what he's saying to me. I don't know how the match would have gone without him because I know my instincts and some of them are bad, obviously, and I would have flicked a leg and probably got caught with the hook. So I am so grateful. I think the win goes to Brad and his Crocs.
I love it very much.
And who has a name like Brad Bentley?
True, it's kind of like jiu-jitsu royalty, right?
Yeah.
Another question. So, tell me more about the cross collar choke because a few of us watching on the sidelines were like, what was that? How did that happen? Tell me about your setup to get there.
For that, I just kind of noticed she was gassing out at the end, and her hands came down from her neck. I'm always kind of looking for a sub, kind of when I was sitting on her hip. A lot of times I like to back step into the knee bar, but I thought at the time of in the match, it would have been too early if I lost position. So I didn't want to risk it because as I kind of sat back, she also lifted that knee up. So I wasn't sure if I'd get that back step. But then at the end, I was kind of just pushing her face away to get her not to turn into me. And then all of a sudden her hands came down to try to reach for something else, and I just put it on really fast.
All right. Anybody you want to shout out for the next match at Northwest?
I think you should find a match for Jen Schmill. She weighs on average about 110 pounds. If you could find a little black belt, she's going to get her black belt at the end of the month. It'd be really cool. She's just a badass, and she's taught me most of what I know. So,
all right, can do. For the last thing, I will totally second what you said about Brad. That Brad was my first few months of jiu-jitsu. I went to a place where he taught at, and I genuinely, like, in the brief time we had together, still remember things he told me then almost verbatim. So, guy's a heck of a teacher, so I'm not surprised it led to victory for you.
Yeah.
Anybody else you want to thank? Shout out? Anything like that?
As I said, God's always my number one that I want to shout out to, and then my hubby. My hubby is the best.
Good. Well, once again, Katie, congrats, and we hope to see you again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.